coming back with the third exciting installment of our trip through business law. We're going to be talking a little about property. I say we. I'm going to be talking. I can't hear you. So, whatever. We haven't figured out how to put this thing on Skype yet. Okay. So, property. Different things in different cultures. We're by necessity looking at basically the European American approach. Other cultures had very different approaches to property, but there's some idea of belonging. It's a common thread. Property, three classifications under our system. Real property, that is dealing with real estate, land, things that are attached to it. Personal property, your stuff. The stray flash drive is personal property. It's tangible personal property, by the way. I can see it, I can touch it, I can taste it. I mean, it's tangible, it's there. That's as distinct from intangible personal property. You'll see that in the reading. Those are rights, things like stocks, which represent rights, or the right to collect on a note or something like that. Those are property every bit as much as property that you can actually touch and see and transfer, but it's not there. There's also a classification called mixed property, which isn't in the book. Just so that you're aware of it, you may see it in some older documents. It's largely unused now. Basically, it's property that contains elements of both real property and personal property. The examples given in Valentine's Law Dictionary, put out by the Lawyers Co-op, a publishing company, include keys to a house and a tombstone. You'll probably never hear of it again, but if you do, remember you heard it here first. Okay, so second concept that's really important is the idea of title versus possession. I have possession of a cup of very bad coffee here. Okay. And in fact, I have title to that. I actually purchased from someone I believe to be the holder of good title the right to take this coffee cup, and I can use it for any lawful purpose that I want to. I can even destroy it if I take that into my head. Probably destroying it with the coffee that's in there. But anyway, now someone may pick that up. And they have it. They have possession of it. They have immediate control, but they don't have title. Okay, so watch that distinction really carefully. Transfer of title, obviously, sale, contract, makes sense. One thing to watch, and watch carefully, is the concept of gift. In order to make a gift between two living people, that is an inter vivos gift, you have to take 3 steps. First is to form donative intent. There is the intention to make a gift. Think about the Christmas shopping you just did. You went through the aisles or scrolled through on your device. You found something and said, hey, my Uncle Harry would want that for Christmas. So you form the donative intent, so you purchase it. Christmas morning or whenever your family does that stuff, you hand it to them and say, Merry Christmas. Okay, that's the second step, delivery. Then the third step, acceptance. Acceptance has to be made, and then the gift is complete. That's when title transfers. Okay, so watch those 3 steps. By the way, delivery can be accomplished symbolically. For example, I may want to give you a car. Unless it's a really good day, I'm not going to hand you a car. Would hand you the keys, maybe the title, whatever. Don't get too hung up on that stuff. That's symbolic. Hi, enjoy the ride. You, of course, say, "Ooh, thank you." Anyway, so 3 steps. Watch them. Okay. And then, bailment. I will tell you, bailment is a hot button issue with me. It involves the transfer of possession of personal property from the bailor to the bailee, with the expectation that it will be returned or disposed of according to his direction. We run into this a lot with consignments. If any of you are in retail, you may be picking up some of that. People leave goods with the understanding that you will sell them on their behalf. Even if anybody's old-fashioned enough to have something that needs to be dry cleaned, you take the goods to the dry cleaner, they clean them, and then return them. One of the things to watch is, what is the standard of care? Ordinarily, if it's for money, if there's any consideration, and it becomes a mutual benefit bailment, and the bailee has to exercise reasonable care. They're not an insurer, but they have to take reasonable care against foreseeable risks. If the bailment is for the sole duty of the bailee, sole benefit of the bailee, pardon me, then they have a duty of great care, which is much higher than the reasonable care. Or if it's for the sole benefit of the bailor, dropping off something for them, for example, then they simply have to exercise slight care. Basically not be real goofy. So anyway, bailment and gift, watch them very carefully. By the way, with gift, do not even think about anything involving consideration. Gifts are gratuitous. Don't stumble on that in a couple of weeks when we get into contract. Okay, those are today's helpful hints. See you next time.